Yeah. We is back. Episode number 4.
Oh,
4. We in
oh,
there kicking the door, waving the 4. That's what Biggie said, and we ain't
Biggie
never did it.
said,
Neither one of us did it. You know what I mean? We been around goon. Well, I don't know about Rob. Rob
I
had a
ain't
girlfriend for a minute.
never, I ain't never kicked in no doors, brother.
I don't know what the level of the girlfriendness is, and when we say girlfriend, we talking about something that you put bullets in. That's all we talking about. We ain't talking about a female.
Not no female,
You know
man.
what I mean? All right, man. So episode 4 of the what you say, bro?
I ain't never kicked no doors in, man.
I
I ain't
pray
about
not.
that life.
I
I ain't
pray
about
not,
that
brother.
life. Ain't
Please
no
don't.
studio Christians over here.
Please don't.
Them cats be studio gangsters. Ain't no
Hey,
studio
hey,
over here,
hey,
brother.
hey, you know, it don't mean you ain't a believer cause you carry, brother. That you armed and anointed. You know, they call them AA. I'ma switch it up. Armed and anointed. You know what I mean?
I am that. No.
Cause if somebody pull up in the Davis household on some tomfoolery,
Yeah,
they gonna
yeah,
meet their
yeah.
maker today. Let's hope they know Jesus. What up, D? How you doing? Sister D, how you doing, D? How you doing? Yo, let us know y'all in here, man. Appreciate everybody coming back for the Not the Same podcast sports show. Hopefully you had a good turkey day last week.
Something like
I had a very good one, man.
that.
I ate a lot of food, and I'm happy about it. I'll be going back to Memphis this weekend. I'll talk more about that. Again, I lost my grandmother last week, man. Thank God she lived 10 years after the doctor said she had no more time. So she was a living miracle. She lived 10 years longer. God is good, but we going to put her to rest this weekend coming up, and it'll be a great homegoing service. Rob, what's going on with you, man, before we get into all these excellent sports topics?
Nothing, man. Just over here, trying to feel better, brother. I ain't told you about it. Been a little bit under the weather, but I'm making it happen because ain't no, we don't need no mini violins over here.
Appreciate you,
So
Travis.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
No violin for you, brother. Yeah, no
I'm like,
violin, man. No
yeah,
violin. Thank you, D. Thank you,
yeah,
D.
yeah, definitely.
But I'm good, man. We good. My mama good. Family good. We all good because we knew she knew Jesus. She knew Jesus.
Jesus.
So she went north, man. She in a better place than where she was here on the earth. So we good. We good. We Gucci with that. All right, Rob, you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get
Man,
this
let's get
started,
on
brother.
into this.
What's poppin'?
Rob Redeem, what is popping, man? We got a lot of stuff to get to, man. I'm gonna let you take the
Bro.
first two, man. I take the last two. First one.
Okay. First two, Suns beat the Warriors. So last night, the two hottest teams in the NBA, best team in the
Yes.
Warriors, hottest team in the Suns, they
Yes.
did a head-to-head matchup last night.
Yeah.
Steph Curry shot like a pedestrian last
Mm-hmm.
night from the field. He was like 4 for 21. It was
Mm-hmm.
just horrible. Phoenix Suns
He
lost
wasn't looking
Devin
good
Booker.
out there.
He wasn't looking good, man. But everybody have a bad, everybody have a bad
Bad
a
day.
bad game. But this is what I say about the Phoenix Suns last night. They showed why they was the Western Conference champions. They showed why they was in the NBA Finals of last year because
What up,
what they
Glenn?
did, what's
My
going
bad,
on,
bro.
Glenn? What they did last night was just even after Devin Booker went down, the boys still played ball and they had
Yeah,
veteran
man.
presence and they big man. Hey, pay that man, Aiden.
Pay
That's
that
all I'm gonna
man.
say.
Pay
Just
that
pay the man.
man.
I don't know what they. Hey, Aiden was doubling off and coming off screens
Yeah.
to get to Curry. Like he wasn't backing down. He wasn't worried
Yeah.
about the through the leg blocking shots and everything. So they play again, I think Thursday or Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be in Golden State. But it ain't the same because Devin Booker ain't gonna be there. And I guarantee Steph Curry is not. And I repeat, will not shoot for whatever he shot for last night. And
No.
they'll probably light it up, out there in Golden State. I don't want to talk about number two, but I got to talk about them.
I do it. Well, Rob's favorite team. You know what I'm saying? The Coach K's.
Petty, dog. You
The Coach
petty in the
K's,
butt.
they had just had hey, man, my team lost last week too, man. We all got to know what it feel like, man. College.
It's the Blue
You
Devils,
ain't.
man, not the
Hey,
Coach K's. The Blue Devils. Please put some respect on their name.
let's see what type of respect they get after he retired. We'll see what happened when who
Okay.
supposed to take over? I forgot, homeboy, man. Why you over there looking like
I don't know what just happened, brother. Because you
nobody even
disrespected the
now?
Blue Devils. Ain't nobody even
See all the power Coach K got? I started talking bad about him. He messed up your internet signal.
mess up my internet signal. Well, I don't know what just happened. Now I went fuzzy in the mug. That's how I felt with that loss last
Yeah.
night, though.
So Duke had recently last Friday, I believe they what up, Hagens? Let's see, what he say? I deactivated my Facebook account, but reactivated it for the show. I forgot about YouTube. Yeah, don't forget about YouTube, brother.
Yeah,
Slide on over there.
What
What
up,
up,
May?
Miss
What's going
House? How you doing?
on? Yeah,
Yeah, man. So Duke had a big win last week when they knocked out number one Gonzaga with the
yeah,
big
man.
boy. I forgot the big tall 7'2" guy. He all right, but they
Yeah,
worked the old boy, right?
yeah.
Then they
We
played
gave him that.
Ohio State. This is the thing about college basketball and college sports. The road games is serious. You know what I mean?
Very,
Anybody can
very,
lose. Anybody can
very.
lose. Anybody go to Duke, they can lose easily because the Cameron Crazies. Dig what I'm saying? But Ohio State is another big team. They're not that great this year. They was unranked, but hey, Duke lost. Do I think that makes Duke bad? Nope. Not. I ain't
Hey,
got the nope.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I
hey,
do.
hey, hey,
No,
check
I
this
don't
out.
think
Check
Duke
this
is
out.
bad at all. I think Duke is still championship worthy.
Hey, hey,
So
hey,
I
hey,
wouldn't
we
be
are.
sweating this
We
loss.
are. This is what I would say. It's Duke never does good when they in the number. Every time we get number one, we lose.
Too
It
much
never
pressure.
fails. I
Yep.
hate when the Duke Blue Devils get the number one ranking in the country because every shot, the very next game they lose. Look it up for yourself. If they don't
Yep.
lose the next game, they lose after that. So
Yep.
I'm not worried about it. College basketball, not like football. You can lose a
Not at
couple of them
all.
and still be number one, not get knocked out of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So go
Yeah.
ahead, man. Let's talk about this college playoff rankings. We can
All right.
segue right on into that.
So the college football rankings, man. Let me pull this up right quick where I can see it. The rankings go this way. Number one is Georgia. Number two is Michigan. They had a big win this weekend. They finally beat Ohio State after probably 10 years. Big win. They look very good when they did it.
Yeah,
Number
they look
three is
real good.
Alabama. And number four, surprisingly, is still Cincinnati. Salute to the Bearcats. They still in there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they trying.
I think they're gonna
They
stay
trying.
because they got one more game, and their last game is against a ranked opponent. So
Yeah,
unless Alabama upsets Georgia in the SEC championship. If Alabama upsets Georgia in the SEC championship, I believe Georgia will go to number 4. Cincinnati will boot out, and Alabama will jump up to number. They won't be number 1. They'll be like number 2, and Michigan to go to number 1, something like
go
that.
to number one. So this
And
is what you got
Cincinnati
this
get
week.
booted out. Go ahead, bro.
They will be. They looking for a reason to boot Cincinnati out. But
I don't
anyways,
think
this
so.
weekend, I don't think they want them there, man. I told you it's about how to look. Think about this. If they can get Notre Dame in, or if
Yeah,
they can get and they won't put Notre Dame in now because they don't have a coach. But if they can get one of them other schools like the Oklahoma States,
yeah,
Bama, Michigan, and Georgia in, those
yeah.
teams travel. Cincinnati fan base not that big. It's about the dollars in college football. So this weekend, number 1 Georgia plays number 4 Alabama for the SEC championship.
Yeah.
You got number 2 Michigan playing number 13 Iowa Hawkeyes, and you got
Mm-hmm.
number 3 Cincinnati playing number 16 Houston. Cincinnati is going to have to blow Houston out if they don't want to get booted out of the college playoffs. If Oklahoma State blows out their next opponent, I'm guaranteeing you right now they're going to put Cincinnati out. And that's
Yeah.
the foolery of what is college football rankings because it's still the BCS mess. Even though they saying it's not the
Something
BCS,
different.
it's still
Yeah.
the same thing.
I think I kind of agree, but I say this. They kept Cincinnati. I thought this would be the week for them to pull Cincinnati out. The fact that they kept it in here, I think they really do have a shot. What up, Hagen? Yeah, he switched to YouTube. Yeah,
Good.
yeah, so the fact that they kept Cincinnati in, I think they actually do have a shot. And this is why I say this. They're playing a ranked team. They can't say they ain't got enough ranked wins. This will be, I think, their 4th ranked team that they've beaten. That's better than some of the people they going against. Although it's a better conference. What you say?
They beat Notre Dame.
Right, they beat Notre Dame. And they wanted like heaven. They wanted like heaven to get Notre Dame in there, but them losing their coach and all that. But
Yeah.
it would have been a travesty if Notre Dame would have got in over them because they beat Notre Dame, and they didn't just beat Notre Dame; they whooped Notre Dame at their place, which doesn't happen a lot. So
Please.
I believe, my opinion, Cincinnati is going to get in unless they lose. And the fact, even if they have a close game over Houston, it's a ranked opponent. And it's a ranked opponent at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Hagen say since they don't ever get no love, they deserve it. Absolutely.
Hey,
if they undefeated, they
all
deserve it.
season.
And this is the thing. They've beaten multiple Power 5 teams, not just one. They've beaten Cincinnati, and I think they also beat it might be Indiana, and they'll beat another ranked team for their last game.
Houston.
Houston's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now Houston's also in their same conference, but ranked is ranked. And they ranked in the playoffs too. I think they're number 24 in the playoff ranking. At the end of the day, they ranked. Ranked is ranked, bro.
Yeah, ranked is ranked.
But
unless,
like you said, I won't believe it till I see it because they have never let a non-power 5 team into the big game. And beyond that, if they let them in there, say this next year, Houston and Cincinnati are going to the Big 12, which means they'll be a Power 5 team. So it'd be like,
Yeah,
was they really non-Power 5 at the
yeah,
moment?
yeah,
But
yeah.
they
At the
really was
moment, they
already
are.
going there anyway.
Right,
All right,
right.
man.
They'll find a way.
I know we're going a little bit long on the what's popping, but it's a lot popping, brother. Last thing is the coaching carousel in the hold on, I pulled up the wrong thing. Y'all can't see this, but the coaching carousel within the college rankings. So, oh, you had a list. Go ahead, Rob. I know you had a list.
have
I
a
got the
list.
full
So
list, but go ahead, bro.
the list that I'm tripping off of is USC,
Yep.
Oklahoma,
Yep.
LSU, and Notre Dame. So Oklahoma, they lost their coach, Lincoln Riley, to USC. So he's gone
Yep.
to USC. So now Oklahoma is now vacant.
Yep.
LSU, they lost.
They
LSU is
fired
now.
Ed Elgeron.
Yeah, Ed Elderon is gone, and then Brian Kelly is in, which we just talked about. Now Notre Dame is vacant, so
Yep.
that is probably one of the biggest reasons they're not putting that intern coach going to the playoffs.
Right.
Not going to happen. So
Right.
those are the. It's a bunch of carousel coaching carousels, but the ones that matter the most to me out of the more important schools. Not saying that the rest of the schools are trash. I'm just saying the bigger schools: USC, Oklahoma. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
LSU, and Notre Dame. Those
Yeah.
four schools have been affected by this coaching carousel.
Yeah. Another notable school that lost their coach and switch is Florida. They got rid of Dan Mullen and put in Billy Napier, who was at a small school. And I think that's really about it of the bigger,
So,
well-known school. Also, Washington State. What'd you
Georgia
say, bro?
Southern, no,
Yeah,
Southern.
Georgia.
Somebody went.
Georgia
Somebody,
Southern. The former USC coach went to Georgia Southern.
yeah. So I
His
thought
name was Clay Helton.
I thought that was big. You know what I
A
mean?
little
Like, why would
weird,
you
a
leave?
little weird thing background about the Notre Dame guy. Brian Kelly been with Notre Dame for 10 years. This is
Mhm.
what's crazy. His team is still in position to get into the playoffs. You have never seen this. A coach leave when they could possibly be in the playoffs with one. They still have. I mean, I think their season is over, right? But they still had a chance to get in the playoffs, and he just dipset it on them. But here's the
Gone.
reason why. He got a guaranteed $100 million contract. I think 95 to 100 million and $100 million contract, which means, like Rob said, deuces, I'm out. Now, they said he texts his players and say, yo, I'm gone. And then he said, yeah, we'll have a meeting tomorrow. They said the meeting was 20 minutes. He read a letter and dipped. Hey, look, bro, I'm out. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And y'all ain't coming with me neither.
No, they're not coming. But
No.
then he acted like the little kid on the football field and said, "And give me my ball. I'm taking the recruits with me."
Yes, taking the recruits. Also, Lincoln Riley, the coach of Oklahoma, did the exact same thing. He went to USC. He's like, yeah, I'm out. And all these recruits that I had already been recruiting in Southern California, where USC is at, oh, yeah, they coming to USC too. So Oklahoma, and you know why? Another thing, reason why he didn't want to stay at Oklahoma, because Oklahoma is moving to the SEC. He thought it was stupid. Because in the
Yep.
Big 12, Oklahoma and Texas run the ship. When they go to SEC, they just going to be another team. Texas
Another
been
team.
trashed for 10 years, although they're a huge, huge brand like Oklahoma, like USC, like Florida, like Ohio State, Michigan. They're a huge brand just like them, but they've been trashed for like 10 years.
And
Since Vincent Young was there back in the day.
Man, you went way back. But see,
Way,
that's what
way back.
happened. That's what happened to Mizzou. For all our Mizzou followers, they chased the big bucks. They left
Mhm.
I think they was in the Big 10 South or
They
whatever
was
the
in
case
Big
may
12.
be. Big 12 South, and
Yep.
decided, let's go to the SEC so we can get the
Mhm.
television contract. They will never win. They
Now,
can hang it up.
I will say this. Now, when Missouri came, the first year they was decent. When they had the coach before, two coaches before this, I forgot his name, Gary something.
Gary
They had-
Pinkfield.
Yeah.
Pinkle? Gary Pinkle.
Gary Pinkel. When they had Gary Pinkel, they had a good offense, had a decent quarterback, and they got to the SEC championship. Now, they didn't win, but they got to the championship because they was very different than Southern ball. That's back before all the Southern teams was actually throwing the ball like everybody do now. But back then, it was nothing but ground and pound, run the football, and have great defense. But Mizzou came in throwing the ball, and they got to the top. After that, they've been trash.
It's a
Anyway,
wrap. That's when they had Chase
it's a
Daniels.
wrap.
But we got to move it on.
We got to move on, man. So let's get into this soapbox, man.
Soapbox.
Funny every single time. Every single time. So In the soapbox segment, me and Rob have a 2-minute countdown. Looks something like this, and it'll count all the way down. We can't. Let me move it because you got the white on. It's not showing up. Here we go. So we got a countdown that counts down to 2 minutes, and when it's over, you hear a sound like this. That'll be at the end of 2 minutes. So we're going to go into the subjects or whatever we want to talk about on our soapbox. It's not always just sports, because mine is not sports today. Rob, you ready?
Yeah, mine on sports, brother.
All right, go ahead, brother. So, Rob Redeem, let's go.
Yeah, look, when it comes to sports, the most exciting thing that you can do as a fan, as a player, is going to the overtime. In the NHL, you got sudden death.
Oh, I know
look,
where you going.
first person to score, hey, lose. NBA, 5 minutes. You get that 5 minutes, and you keep going and going until you get a winner. MLB, in the regular season, you get a player on the second base for the start of the extra innings, and they trying to promote scoring. But in the playoffs, nobody on base, and you go until the cows come home. NFL, unfortunately, you can tie in the NFL. But at least you get a true chance to try to win the game. Even in the NCAA, you play until you can't play no more. It keeps going into the overtimes. Mm-hmm. Now, let's get to my soapbox. What the heck is the NCAA football doing right now? I cannot understand for the life of me why after you hit to the second overtime, you go into this goofy set of rules where if you score, you got to get a 2-point conversion, then the other person get it. And then when you get to the third overtime, which this happened this past weekend, by the way, where Auburn lost this game because of this goofy rule of after the third overtime, now you got to try to get a 2-point conversion. So now they going back and forth for the 2-point conversions. They're stopping. They're giving them the ball on the 5-yard line to try to make a 2-point conversion. How hard is that? If you really want a true overtime, do like everybody else is doing and make it a true overtime. High school, I believe, even make it a true overtime, but they putting them on. Look, Alabama did an out route. They scored. They hit their 2-point conversion, but that's how they won the game, by their 2 points in 4 overtimes. And all I'm saying is the NCAA need to find out what they really want to do. Are you going to make it a sudden death? Are you going to do the NFL rules where it can tie? But you can't tie, because if you would have tied, now Alabama got a tie on their name. And remember what we said, Power 5. If you one of them teams, if Alabama get that, they're out the playoffs. And Alabama not being in the playoffs, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Facts. Yeah, man, that was so stupid, man, that even happened like that. It was just crazy. And I'm of the opinion, I'm going to just say this right quick. I'm of the opinion, bro, play till somebody win. Just play till somebody win. Skip a tie. Play till somebody win. You know what I mean? When the times run out, then you go to sudden death. Whoever scored next win the game. You should. If you don't like that, you should have won in regulation. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me get to mine, man. What I got here is this. I work in the vending industry, right? So that means I go to different businesses all over the city of St. Louis. I go to the airport. I go to this college called UMSL if you're in St. Louis. I go to River City Casino. So about 2 weeks ago, I was in River City Casino, and we got a machine that sells masks. We got a whole snack machine full of different type of masks, because in St. Louis, we have a mask mandate, right? Okay. Now, what is crazy to me, what is my soapbox moment is this. We've been in a pandemic for almost 2 years now. Started in 2020. It's about to be 2022, right? Facts. You've been in places where they had to make you wear a mask for 2 years now. And I am tripping over customer after customer that want to come gamble is getting so pissed off about having to put a mask on. I don't have to wear a mask nowhere else. Where have you been, bruh? You ain't never been outside your house for 2 years. We've been on a mask mandate, dog. Like, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing surprising. Look, it's up to you if you like wearing a mask. I don't like wearing a mask, but I wear the mask because they asked me to wear the mask. Soon as I walk out, I snatch the thing off. That's just me, dog. And, if I'm in a place where they ain't encouraged, okay, I'm straight. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Krista ain't watching this. But if it ain't encouraged, I'm happy. I'm happy to take that thing off. But why in the heaven is you getting mad at these people and hassling these people at the gate about, I don't understand. This is crazy. I'm never coming here again. Well, you ain't going nowhere if you think you ain't got to wear a mask. Dog, like, literally everywhere you go, you got to wear a mask. For the last 2 years, bro. This ain't new. This ain't nothing brand new. This has been going on for 2 years. Is you shocked? Is you appalled? Why is you shocked and appalled for something that's been going on for 2 years? I'm like, bro, it blows my mind, dog. Like, what is going on? Like, what is wrong with these folks? Is they crazy, Rob? I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I don't know if they crazy, but they aggravated the mess out of you, bro. That vein pop right here.
I'm saying, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Hagen said business aren't enforcing the mandate either, though. I walk in a gas station and see how many barefaced you see, employees included. Yes, but is you going to snap on somebody, Hagens, if you got to wear a mask? Because I guarantee you, dog, you been somewhere where you got to put a mask on. Don't sit up here and lie in front of me and Jesus. You been somewhere where they going to make you put a mask on. You ain't finna swing on everybody and make you put a mask on. Stop it. I ain't talking to you, Hagens. I'm just saying overall, stop it.
Overall, yeah, we get that at the airport all the time, brother.
Yeah, man.
And there's big fines when you walk in, but you calm down, brother. Calm down.
I'm sweating, man. Let's get into the debate segment. Yeah, so we're in the debate fuel segment. Our first topic, we got 7 minutes on each topic, man. We go back and forth. Y'all can ask it. Yeah, Hagen said I wear a mask everywhere. I get it, bro, like most people do. Yeah, that shouldn't be no big deal. I mean,
when I go to St. Charles, that mask is all freely, brother. I'm not going to lie.
St. Charles, cool with it, dog. Cool with you, they fool with you, dog. Ain't no problem in St. Charles.
Only the island of St. Louis is mandated on, brother.
St. Charles was never closed. Never. You can eat anywhere. I was eating. Hey, when everything was closed, I cross that bridge and go eat where I want to eat, dog. I'm just saying. It happened, fam. Anyway, so our first subject, we go 7 minutes on this one, man. So it's a 7-minute countdown. We'll talk about it, and it's a buzzer like before. Me and Rob gonna go back and forth about this thing about the Patriots. So the first thing is, are the Patriots for real? Rob said a couple of shows ago that the Patriots are pretty good, man. I didn't believe it. I gave Rob one of these.
No.
And I was wrong.
Hey,
I was wrong because, look, Mac Jones is looking good. Mac Jones? Who? Mac Jones?
Okay.
He's looking good, man. He's very accurate. He doing this thing. My brother Glenn says, yes, they for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got a very, very, very good defense. Very good defense. And Mac Jones is very accurate. He's a very accurate quarterback. I remember with my, I don't know if some of my MTMV fam is watching. I remember I went on the draft, and they laughed me out the room because with the number 3 pick, we was doing a mock draft. And so I was picking for the San Francisco 49ers, and I chose Mac Jones. I said, hey, man, he's a good player. He's accurate or whatever. And they laughed me out the room, bro. Would you look at me now? Would you look at him now? I'm just saying. Well, and I'm normally the basketball guys. I'm in the football draft, but I knew about Mac Jones because everybody see Alabama, and everybody was saying he's only good because Alabama is great. It's like the point guard on like Derek Fisher on the Lakers. I mean, he ain't got to be great, but it's Kobe on the side. You got Shaq over here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Hagen said Belichick wouldn't be down for long without Brady. Bill is a genius for real, cheater or not. Hey, that's facts, brother. That is big fact for real. Rob, what you think, bro?
This is what I say. I actually said this 6 weeks ago to include our regular show. We only been doing this show for 4 weeks.
He said
and I've been on it.
Started the sports show.
Listen, even when we had it, and that one word across from me right there beside me kept giving me the note button. Every time I said it, he hit me with the note, right? Because he was caught up in the Josh Allen effect. That's what it was. He was caught up in the Josh Allen effect, which they are.
I really was supporting our sis AI there, we just saw it down there in Florida.
Listen, but go ahead, brother. So Josh Allen, he is cool. The Patriots, listen, we all thought they was gonna crash because of the Cam Newton thing. And look, Bill Belichick or Belichick, however you want to look at it, however you want to call him, like Hagen just said, he wasn't gonna be down for long. And what he saw in practice is what we didn't see. So when Cam did what he did, that was his opportunity. What did he say? Boogeyman
Glenn
defense.
Glenn say Boogeyman defense. Brady Jr. Thanos. You silly.
Yeah, hey, there it is. Now this is what I will say about the Patriots getting ready to have to prove themselves. They last games are against the Dolphins, the Jaguars, and Colts, and they got 2 games against the Bills. One coming up this Monday night.
Yeah,
I still feel like they're going to win this division. Why? Because of what C just said. That defense and their offense is clicking on all cylinders. Look, Belichick has a system. And think about all of the people who left and came in, like quarterbacks that left him. Like, what was the quarterback name that went to Kansas City after he left New England? The year Brady was out the whole year. Brady got hurt, and was gone the
I
whole
can't
year.
remember what
So,
his name is. I know what you're
somebody
talking
put
about
his
though.
name up in the comments, but he was good up in New England while Brady was out. Went to Kansas City. I ain't heard from the man no more.
No, you probably
So
talking about San Francisco quarterback. You talking about Garoppolo?
Garoppolo,
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, Matt
Castle. There you
Castle.
go, Matt Castle.
It
There
was
we
in my
go.
head, but I thought I was wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all
So
right,
I'm talking
Castle.
about Castle. Castle
Yeah,
came in for a year, and everybody was, oh, Castle, Brady can be gone. And then Castle went and signed his little check out in Kansas City, and now we don't hear about him. What it
yep.
say?
He
Went
said
10
pass
and
went
6 with
10-6.
Castle.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Why?
Cause it
Because he has a system. Go ahead, see.
no, it was because of Bill Belichick. Like Hagan said earlier, Belichick is a genius. You know what I
He is,
mean?
man.
If he got
He is.
any quarterback worth his salt, he gonna make him look good. Look, Cam looked good last year till he caught COVID. He was real good at first till he caught
Yeah.
the vid, and like he changed the offense for him. One thing you know about Bill Belichick, do you know he changes defensive schemes per team? He don't just
Yeah.
go with your just same schemes. He for any team he's gonna face, he changed the scheme to tailor fit that team. Like he's a genius
Right.
when it comes to that defense, man. And he got a very, very good offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
It's the
Like you
old
said,
school.
right?
Go
Right.
ahead, bro.
Right. No, what he said, old school offense, run, pass.
Yep. Yep.
Because this is what Belichick knows, and what anybody who watch football, anybody who really know X's and O's in football, if the
Yeah.
run game is going, then your pass game open up. Why? Because
Right.
now you can go with the play action. Now you can go with the drop downs. You can
Yeah.
go with your bootlegs
Run the
because
option. All that.
now you got all these options now. Because, like you said, run, pass, and that's how it opens up. And they keep an offensive line, bro. They keep an offensive line.
Yeah, Belichick spent a lot of money this offseason too on it because last season when it was the COVID season, a lot of the players opted out. A lot of his great defensive players all
They
opted
did.
out. They all
They
came
did.
back, and he spent some money in free agency this year because you want to know why? Him and Tom Brady are competitive against each other. I think they love each other and they hate each other at the exact same time. And I know it ate that man up seeing Brady get that championship before him. He said, "No, I'm gonna stop that." You know what I mean? Hagan say, Belichick changed the offensive scheme game by game too. It'll be a game against the worst pass defense in the league, and he'll run it 30 times and win. Yeah,
There you go. And win.
that's what
There
you
it is.
call a great
That's a real
coach.
coach.
Yeah, that's a great coach, man. Even in basketball, man. Like last night, we were talking about the Phoenix Suns, right? Phoenix Suns and Golden State. Big man, DeAndre Ayton, 8 last night because Golden State is small, right?
Yep.
Nobody does that against that. Everybody, what they do, they try to match up small for small. Why?
Yeah.
You can't match up with them small for small. I know we're not talking about Golden State, but this is a prime example of a good coach. You know what I'm saying? Monty Williams is a good coach.
Yes.
Great coaches change for the situation they're dealing with. They make good adjustments. That's the sign of a good coach. Can you make adjustment? It don't matter what sport. Can you adjust, or do you just do the same thing? This is my scheme, and I can't break it. This is my scheme, and I can't break it.
If you don't
know
think that goes on in the NFL, look at the Detroit Lions. This is my scheme, and I can't break it. And
They
that's
got a
why you
meathead
got
coach talking about I'm gonna eat the kneecaps. Meathead, pure football jock. You know, thick neck meathead. You know what I mean?
this boy will not change his scheme. But
For
then
nothing.
you see other teams who struggled in the beginning, and they coaches
Yeah.
made adjustments. The Colts made adjustments.
Mhm.
Who else? The Jets then won a few games. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm not talking about great teams, but I'm talking about the teams
I
who
mean,
took
even
the
the
time.
Cowboys coach, he don't change his schemes a lot. Same time,
He
he got
don't.
all
And
that
that's why
talent. That man
That's why
can't.
he where he.
You know what I mean?
That's
But
what-
Jerry loves it. Jerry loves it. You know what I mean? This ain't a Cowboys 7, but Jerry loves it, and he's the perfect fit because he gonna do whatever Jerry want him to do. But anyway,
Yep.
man, on that note, that's that on that one. All right, man,
man.
we're going to the next subject here. It is, boom, them Lakers. Here's the question. I'm gonna get off here. My bad. I got too much stuff up. My bad. This one. Here we go. Are the Lakers, as we start this countdown, hold on, give me a second. I'm tripping. Here we go. Are the Lakers just the old team? Are they just old? Rob, are the Lakers just the old team? You know what I mean? Like, I know they got some injuries and people hurt. You know what I mean? But the average age on that team is at least 33. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is they just old? You know what I mean?
Break
Because
it down.
everybody thought it was going to be like instant
Yeah.
championship. And it's been a problem. You know what I mean? It's been a problem. So are they just the old team? What you think, Rob?
I don't feel like it's the age. I think people are tripping off the age, but look, it's chemistry, man. Like
Yeah, like
LeBron,
Glenn just
Westbrook.
said, no
Yeah,
chemistry. That's
so
simple.
no chemistry. Look, LeBron, Westbrook, and Davis has only played 7 games together, and they 4-3 in
Mm-hmm.
them 7 games. Injuries has plagued them. Let's see: Kendrick Nunn, LeBron James, Trevor Ariza, Avery Bradley, Horton Tucker have all been injured this season. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? The bottom line is the NBA is a marathon. This is what it say: old and
old
cold.
and cold.
Hey, I don't. I think it's chemistry, man. Like if you don't have no type of chemistry on that court, I don't care how good you are. Look how long it took them to get rocking up in New Jersey, and they young last
Yeah,
year. You know what I'm saying? Well, in
yeah,
Brooklyn, I'm sorry, in
yeah.
Brooklyn, and they young. I don't think that's what it is, man. What's your thoughts, C?
Man, I think it's both. I think they ain't got chemistry, and I think they old. Now LeBron is an enigma, right? But LeBron had never been hurt till like last year. Think about it. LeBron played what almost 20 years, never been hurt. Look,
I still don't think he hurt.
Father
I
Time
think it's
catching
low.
with everybody, brother. You know,
I
so
think it's
he
low.
just
I
came
think
off.
it's low, man.
First he had a nah, man. He got COVID now. So so he in protocol,
Protocol.
aka he got COVID. Anyway,
Mhm.
he got COVID now. Before that, he had an abdominal strain. Before that, he had what was an ankle. You know what I mean? The man has been hurt, and like I think also what Hagan said, the Lakers got Russ as a good individual player. He is, but he'll never win a ring. Like we was talking about earlier in our shows. I'm not sure if Russ need to start. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I've been saying that.
Because
I'm gonna stay on it.
just because he get triple doubles don't make him a point guard. Just because he's not that tall don't make him a point guard. His floor vision is not that great. He has a whole lot of turnovers. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, Rondo or somebody else. They got a lot of other point guards on there. I need to run with somebody else at the PG. Somebody that doesn't need the ball. You literally have LeBron really is the point guard. Really.
He is.
He need
He
to get
is.
out the way, go stand in the corner somewhere. He need to what they call in basketball the dunker spot. He need to be in the dunker spot, run the baselines. I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan. What Tony Allen used to do back in the day. Tony Allen couldn't shoot, so he ran the baselines and he played defense. Russ, he need to do that.
Yeah.
Or when he's on the second team, he need to can he play shooting guard? He can play
I
shooting
do
guard,
believe he can.
but he's a shooting guard that can't shoot. So that's why I say when he run with the
He's
bench
streaky.
players, then he can just run and just go crazy, run up and down the court.
Yeah.
Hagen say, I saw a graphic today. LeBron missed 75 games his first 14 years, 75 games in his last 4 years.
Yeah.
Did he? I don't know if he missed, man, but did he miss it for injury? Or did he get missed on load management? Because these last
really
4
think-
years have all been injury, man. I know you think it's
I
built
think
in
I, I
load
think I think it's
management.
built in load management, man. Like this man come down wrong and go and they be like, "Up, it's his ankle." You start acting like he did in the finals that one time, and next thing you
the
know,
boy had the cramp, had to get carried out for cramps.
Next thing you know, he got 3 weeks off, and then he come back and hit a triple double.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's definitely some of that now. I ain't gonna lie. I can't
here's the
lie on
thing.
that one, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all, they've been fighting and fighting for the NBA season to get cut down from an 82 game season. They've been talking about trying to fight this. I truly believe that the Lakers are smart enough to know. Look, after the All-Star break, as long as we in playoff contention, after the All-Star break, we need to rev it up and go in. That's what veteran teams do. That's what.
Okay.
Look, Chicago when they won their last 3.
I
Let's
agree,
talk about
Glenn.
the Lakers. Like,
Go ahead,
what
bro.
would he say? Load management is the.
I agree.
Especially,
Go ahead,
especially
bro.
when you spending your money for them tickets as fans. It is the
Right.
devil. But all I'm saying is, if you look at great teams who win championships and they've been together and they're older, like when the Lakers did their three-peat, if you notice, when Miami started winning, they started off slow, or they'll start off hot, and then they're just all of a sudden people ain't playing all of a sudden, or this injury or that injury, and then they get into the playoffs, and the next thing you know, they got a second breath. That's all. That's what I think it is, man. But chemistry,
We'll see,
definitely.
man. I think here there's two very, very awesome teams in the West, and they played last night, and they're gonna play in a couple nights from now, which is Phoenix and Golden State, and also Utah. Now Utah ain't the same as they was last year, but they're still a very good team, right?
They are.
But Golden
Mitchell
State is
beast.
scary, brother, because remember, James Wiseman and Klay Thompson is in the G League right now, which means they are coming back soon. And the Golden State has the best record in the NBA without them two.
The
Which
NBA,
means James
Greg.
Wiseman is a young big man that can play. You know, they problem right now, they kind of small, but it ain't stopping them. So what happens when they have a 7'1" dude that
Yep.
can run like a deer? What
Yep.
happens when they got Klay Thompson that can shoot what
Hey, bro,
2% less as good as Steph Curry?
bro. They say he went 18 for 18 in practice the other day,
Come on, dog.
and these wasn't layups.
Look at every video. Look at every picture you see of Klay Thompson. That dude look angry. That man is so ready to hoop, dog. It's finna be a problem. Like somebody finna get murked out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And remember when he got hurt? They was playing. KD got hurt. Then he got hurt, and he had the first thing was a torn Achilles, and he tried to stay in the game. Like this dude is a warrior. He's on the perfect team. Yet no, he's not hurt no more. You know, he's coming off the injury. Like, he's finna come back, man. So, we need to watch out. Yeah, 18 for 18. Like, this dude is a problem,
bro.
dog. Like,
look at his videos. Y'all look at his IG page. Look at his. This ain't Ben Simmons shooting jumpers on IG.
Dog, this is no Ben Simmons. No. This
Simmons,
is not Ben Simmons, dog, at all.
Ben Simmons look like the best shooter in the world on his IG page.
That is a good point, Higgins. Klay got a chip on the shoulder, 77 best player. You know, he changed his number to 77.
77.
Look, this dude finna be a problem, man. Like, look, I didn't believe Stephen A. when he kept saying they're going to win the chip, man. They going to be a problem, dog. And he said, only Nets can derail Golden State.
I don't know, though.
I got more faith in the Bucks right now. Golden State Nets is all disjointed, man. They all disjointed, man. Like, they ain't got their stuff together, man. And Kyrie still ain't came back. When Kyrie going to come back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then after KD and Harden, what you got out in Jersey?
What you got? You know what I mean? What you got? And they shooter hurt. He out for a month. Joe Harris. I think he got a hurt ankle. You know what I mean? So, our last subject for tonight. Did OBJ make the Rams worse? Did OBJ make the Rams worse? Rob, I'm going to let you answer first. I know my answer.
No. I'm going to tell y'all something. In 2 games, OBJ had 7 catches, 99 yards, and 1 touchdown. You can't blame OBJ for defense. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
No.
My answer is no, he didn't make them worse. You know who made the Rams worse? It's a player by the name of Robert Woods. When Robert Woods got hurt, they whole thing messed up. And also, the next player that's making them worse is their quarterback. Can't remember his name right now. But he is turning back into,
Stafford?
Stafford's not playing good right now. Stafford is not playing good right now.
342 yards. 342 with 3 touchdowns.
Hey, man, numbers ain't everything. He's not playing good. Hey, their best wide receiver is not Odell Beckham. It's a dude named Cooper Kupp. How many catches has he gotten?
But they defense is getting slaughtered. San Francisco put up 17 on them in the first quarter, bro. Like
I don't count the San Francisco game.
I know it's a divisional game.
Divisional team. They know each other too well.
But all I'm saying is, even with Aaron Rodgers and them, the defense couldn't stop him. As soon as Matt went out there and did his thing, threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers came right back. Like, it was a back and the defense was not holding nobody, bro.
I'm with Glenn on this one. This is all on McVay, man. Like, I believe McVay has been figured out. That's what I believe. They have all the weapons, bro. They got all the weapons. Look, I get what you're saying on the defense. Listen, but at the end of the day, with all that offensive talent, dog, you should be able to outscore everybody. Look at their team. Look at their front. Look at their offense, dog. It's ridiculous.
I'm not arguing with you. Not by a long shot.
And their defense should be good.
It ain't on the quarterback. The last 2 games, look, they 7-4 right now.
Yeah.
So they've lost 2 divisional games. I'm almost inclined to pull this up, but they lost 2 divisional games, and then they lost against the Packers, and somebody else mud stomped them. So they lost against the Cardinals, the 49ers, the Packers, and I can't think of the other game they lost. Mm-hmm. But I can't say it's on Matt, bro. Like, Matt is playing his game. I know you say stats ain't everything.
Man, I'm with Higgins. Rams got too much talent now to be running through the league. Man, look, they got an all-star team, football all-star team. But football is not like basketball, where you just talent don't always win. Just because, man. And I also think what Glenn is saying, too much elaborate schemes. Their running game is not.
The NFC West is the best division in football.
Absolutely.
It always is. It always is.
This is true. This is true. But I don't know, man. But the question is, did OBJ make them worse? No, he didn't make them worse.
No,
OBJ is great. Now, I do think he's a malcontent type player, but I think he's happy there so far. He ain't been there long enough to get mad yet. And they trying to throw him the ball. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's solid. I mean, like I said, 7 catches in 2 games, 99 yards and a touchdown. You
Yeah,
got cats that's been on the squad that ain't got nowhere near the catches he had. He got more catches with them than he did with the Browns.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like at least the ball getting to the man.
And speak of the Browns, maybe his daddy was right. You know what I mean? Because daddy was talking about the quarterback ain't worth nothing. You know, he was talking about Baker. He said Baker ain't that good. That's why my son ain't showing out over there. Daddy might have been right.
It
You
might
know
be
what I mean?
right, man. It might be right. I can't blame the quarterback. That's all I'm saying. And now I gotta man, keep speaking on that, brother. I gotta find this out ASAP quick.
I just don't
I
think I don't. No, he don't make them worse, but I just don't think the Rams should be this bad. Like I think they should have more of a record like the Packers or something like Arizona. Well, Arizona had a couple of injuries, so they ain't been playing as good. But they should be like the Packers. You know what I mean? They should be good. He should have went through the Packers though. They
who
already
said
got a
nah?
Odellish kind of guy. They
Yeah,
already
they
got a
they. I
Odellish
mean,
kind of guy.
you can't have Odell and Adams together. Odell been got backhand by that man. The Titans. So
Yeah,
they lost. So they lost against the Titans. Which, come on now, the Titans then caught everybody off guard. Like
yeah,
they doing what they doing. They lost against the Titans 28-16. They lost to the Packers 36-28 in a shootout. They lost against the 49ers 31-10. And then earlier in the season, they lost against hold on, my bad. It's tripping on me. And then earlier in the season, they lost against, I believe, Arizona. I'm trying to pull it up.
yeah.
So this, I'm not sold that they done. I really ain't. I'm
Nah,
sorry. They
it ain't over. And the NFC West is a gauntlet. Obviously. Hagan said his daddy posted that video of all the times OBJ was open and Baker missed it. I believe it, but like Baker ain't the greatest. And I also agree with you, Glenn. Adams is way better than OBJ. Yeah, Adams is awesome for the Packers. He's very, very good.
yeah, okay, that's what it was. But I mean, shoot, they handled the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost against the Cardinals 37-20. That was that first blowout, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
got nervous, and then they went back on their roll to beat, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, and looking at this record now, the teams that they lost against
Yeah.
were playoff contention teams. The teams that they beat, mediocre. So
D says that Detroit need a new coach or what's up with them? They haven't won anything. They need a new everything. D.
everything, yeah, everything.
Need new everything, D. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
even the front office did, and the reason I'm gonna say that is because they were so big on trading Matt out to out to L.A.
Yeah.
so they can get Golf back, and thought that it was Matt's fault. Like they tried to make Matt the fall guy, and Matt having
Right.
this great season on why I kind of took up for him when C said what he says. Slick a little bit, but
Yeah. Glenn say is Von Miller alive? Exactly. Like he went over there, man, and
I ain't heard nothing.
he hasn't showed out yet. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah,
maybe he's uncomfortable or whatever, man. You know, it take a minute for the chemistry, especially on defense, man. But I don't know,
yeah.
man. Maybe they probably. I think they'll get to the playoffs, man. But I'm not sure about that, man.
So at this point, who coming out the NFC then? I know we talking about OBJ, but who
Yeah.
coming out the NFC?
Probably the Packers.
Yeah.
Overall, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. Packers are the Patriots. I mean, Packers are the Bucks, in my opinion. I still say Bucks going.
Yeah, I don't think the Bucks gonna make it this year. This ain't the same. But who knows? They might. You know what I mean? Who knows? They might. All right, man. We gonna get to one of our favorite parts of this show, man. This one word of the day. Who is the one word of the day today? We'll see. Let's see. This one word. No. Of the day. This one word of the day. The one word of the day is Isaiah Stewart. If you don't know, this is Isaiah Stewart, this man right here for the Detroit Pistons. And he tries to end King James. Now, what happened was, I'm not going to run the video because they be trying to get us when we run these videos. So I'm going to show y'all a couple of pictures. So that was an altercation. This was at the line, and LeBron James caught with Isaiah Stewart's face right there, right? They was at the free throw line, then they back. You know, when you hit the free throw, they back out. Now LeBron, I think he intentionally swung on him, but I don't think he intentionally swung on him. Let me move Rob over because he just leaning right into the picture.
Oh, my bad, brother.
You all right, bro? I'm just gonna fix you for yourself. Save you from yourself. That brother just look like brother, get out the picture. Anyway, man. Yeah, so he intentionally, I think, tried to hit him. I don't think he tried to bust him in the face because after this, here's what Mr. Isaiah Stewart looked like, right? He looking like mad, right? And most people, if you lived, in your life, when you see blood, there's another level of one word come out of you because you be like, it's all right, it's all right, King James, you elbow me in my face, I'm good. But I think at this point he looked up in the video screen and saw that he looks like this, and then this is what happened afterwards. Yeah, these one words can't hold me back. I'm finna go. And you don't see LeBron James in this picture because LeBron kind of stepped back. He wasn't charging him because this man was a wild man. Now, I can't show everything that happened here, but look, dog, let me tell y'all. The whole staff was holding him back, and he started playing like, all right, I'm good, and let them drop their hands and go back at him because he was going to get LeBron, dog. He was going to get him, dog.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, bro. Nobody on the Lakers wanted that smoke.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like, they was talking. But as they was talking,
hey,
they were backing up, bro.
Hey,
like,
they was all looking like I'm sorry, bro, I know this your team. How Miami was looking when Jokic got in that one word mode. They was all like, hold
on, bro. We don't want them problems. Like I think they realize it. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I don't think he punched him in the face on purpose. I think he hit him on purpose. I'm not sure if he punched him in the face on purpose.
Man.
He bowled him, man.
Like, he came through and then he swung like that, man. But for that man to get 2 games and LeBron only got 1, come on, NBA.
No, that's trash, man.
Come on, NBA.
I think both of them should have had like a week for real, because Stewart's soft. Nah, dog. Nah, nah.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all about soft. Soft is this: you wait till someone grabs you to run after.
Yes.
Those are the soft cats in the NBA. And if that's the one to get pushed down, they wait. And then my man's was like, people were holding him back. That wasn't no game.
It took the whole staff to hold this man back, man.
Yeah, that wasn't no game.
I don't think he was soft. Let's see. For real. He was trying to get Isaiah off him. He caught him in the face on accident. Yeah, I believe that. I
don't think it was intentionally done. I do believe that the swing was intentional. I don't think.
Yeah, Glenn said he soft. Said he had a chance to drop him at the line. Yeah, but when they start holding him back, I don't think he had a. Yeah, he was right in his face. No, I don't think he saw.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here's the thing: when it happened, and this was a couple of weeks ago, I know, but when it happened, LeBron came up and was like, "Yo, my bad."
Right.
And my dude was cool until the blood started trickling. And then he saw the replay where LeBron arm extended on purpose. Like, oh, hold on. My man was acting like it was an accident. He tried to do that. And then a whole nother level of chase started off. You know what I mean? I wish we could play the video, but, like you say, they'll flag us we play that video.
See, he was cool till he saw this. It was all gravy till he saw this. That's the point. When he saw that blood on his face, that's when he turned into a madman, for real.
Yeah, and then I just wish we could see the Lakers' response. The whole squad was backing up, including Russ. Even though Russ was trying to throw his guards up, it was way back.
Hagan say LeBron soft though. He apologized because he didn't want that smoke. Look, man, I think if dude would have called hold LeBron after he saw that blood, it was a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Glenn, I'm gonna tell you like this: any NBA player in the '90s, if that would have happened, LeBron would have been in the coma.
Yeah, hey Glenn. Now obviously this is not the '90s. This is not the '90s. Look, any player, because they was all about that smoke. Now, if you watch the video, man, this dude was a madman. Like it was a lot of people in between them. I don't think. To me, I don't think that was window dressing. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Russ. Yeah.
Said squared up like a Notre Dame leprechaun. Yeah, see. For real, bro. Like, I don't think Russ wanted this. Look, man. Look, all these dudes on the Lakers are normally perpetrating like tough dudes. Like Russ, you ain't seen nobody come at Russ. For real. Russ look like he ain't want no problems, dog. Look like he ain't want no problems with this dude. For real, man.
No.
So,
hey, look, man. I know this. I gotta say something. See, I gotta have my honorable mention. I'm sorry. My honorable mention, one word, is the Jokic brothers showed up to the Miami game the other night.
Yes, they did. All of them. Like what?
All of them was on front row waiting for some smoke to pop off. That's my
true.
honorable mention. My honorable mention, one word, man. So
This
I told Isaiah Stewart was like, he was a true one word. The whole squad held him back with some reps and some trainers.
Yeah.
But honorable mention, gangster one words, got to be the Jokic brother.
Hey, the Jokic brothers are a problem, man. The Jokic brothers are a problem, man.
So that's all I had. I had to get that off my chest, man, because them brothers showed up on front court like, say something.
Jump if you want, son.
They had the wish factor going on.
Yeah, they had a wish of one word would. They had that face, you know what I mean?
And Denver came out with the W.
Yeah, they did y'all bad that game, but y'all had some injuries, man. It's all. I ain't gonna blame y'all for that. All right, man. Hey, that's been Not the Same Podcast Sports Show, man. Tune in with us tomorrow night as we have our music and faith show tomorrow night. So check us out live at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be live and direct from right here in the same spot. May look a little different. May have some different clothes, but from the same spot. You know what I'm saying? So catch us tomorrow night. No guests tomorrow night, but guests will be coming back very, very soon. Very soon. We will have a guest back. So we at one of the favorite parts of the show right here.
Yeah. Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with these podcasts, plural? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? You can be a blessing by hitting the Cash App, Not the Same Podcast, or you can go to the website, www.notthesamepodcast.com/support. Hit the support button. Your prayers, your likes, your subscribes, your shares, all of those things, purchasing merch, just all of these things is what supports us. As you can see, we're putting the money back into the ministry so that we can continue to give these shows, get these guests, and upgrade our presentation every time and every opportunity that we get. So we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. So we're going to see y'all tomorrow night. I'm C. Micah.
I'm Robert D.
We out, man.
Yep.
Christ lives in us, so we gave us the strength, so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why we